after installation of the Python, you will be able to see a many environment, so where I can run my program. So Python is quite simple and very easy to understand the programming languages. Python support the shell script language. If you want to perform basic understandable task, no need to create files here. So what you can do, just open your command prompt. So how we can open command prompt? Just search here command prompt. Now what you have to do, you have to type py you can type, otherwise Python you can type. So I type here py. This 3 greater than sign will be open there. Here we can perform the basic task, like suppose I want to create a variable like a equals to 10. Okay, so a variable is created. Suppose I want to print this variable, so what I can do, I can print this variable. Okay, so you can perform the basic task here. Suppose I want to print a message in Python, so what I can do, I can print here that is hello. So this is possible. Okay, so this is one of the way to run Python code. Now let me show you how we can create a file to run the Python. Okay, so for Python, which IDE is best? I am using this Sublime Text IDE, but I am not suggesting to others. If you want to work with Python, so we have the VS Code, that is Visual Studio Code. So how you can do Python code in Visual Studio? Open the Visual Studio Code. Till time we are working on it. So what you can do, you can type code here. I am creating a program which is addition of two numbers. So a equals to 10 suppose, then b equals to 20. Like I have a variable like a is equal to 10 and b is equal to 20. I want to do the addition of these two numbers. So what I can do, c equal to, suppose c equals to, what I will write, a plus b, and I want to print the message. So what I can write, print sum is a, sum is c here. Okay, this is my Python code. Control S. My folder is Python folder is in D drive, that is in Python P we have, and I'm saving my code here like with the name that is add.py. Suppose I'm saving. Okay, now we have already a file there, add.py. So what we can do, we can open this file. Okay, so let me open this file, that is add.py. Okay, you can create a file and you have to save this file as a file name. Okay, and .py you have to mention. So we have this add.py. Add.py is open. So in add.py what we did, that is a equal to 20, b equal to 30, and sum equal to a plus b. So we have already filed. What you can do, you have to save this .py. I want to run this Python code. How I can run? By using command prompt. The first option is there, command prompt. In command prompt type exit. So by typing exit, I will be exit from this command. Okay, so now I am here in C under the user, under the Ashish. Okay, so where I have to go, I have to go into first D drive, and in D drive I have a folder that is Python P. I have in Python P, if you want to run program, so what I can do, I can write that is Python, then add.py we can write. Okay, so by typing add.py we can run files explicitly on the command prompt. Okay, so this is one of the way where we can run the Python code. Okay, of course if you don't want to use this Python keyword, so we can use this py. So by using py command, you can also run this Python code on the command prompt. Okay, so this is another way to run Python code, Python files on command prompt. Okay, so we have the editor, like suppose we have that we are opening this file. I have a file like add.py. So add.py file you can create and or open in Visual Code. Okay, so in Visual Code, let me open the file. In Visual Code is the best for the practice purpose. So what I recommend always to the students and other guys to use this Visual Code. This is one of the best editor for Python. So what you can do, you can add here in Python. Okay, then run it, start debugging. Okay, so it will be run here. Okay, you have to select here, that is Python, you can select. Okay, extension, more extension. So here you have to download the Python extension first. So let me install the Python first. If we have downloaded VS Code, so what you need to do, you have to install this extension first. Okay, in VS Code. So till time installing, let me check with the others editor. So this is the editor for the subline text. So how we can run code in subline text? So in subline text we have the shortcut that is Control B. It is very lightweighted. So by using Control B you can also run this Python code. Generally I use this subline text for practicing on Python. So where I can do this code. Okay. Similarly, you can install this Python, run Python on Visual Code. I already discussed that in case of Java, Java language is compiled and interpreted. Similarly, Python language is also compiled and interpreted. So how we can compile and interpret, and how I can see where is my bytecode, because suppose I am executing that file, so no bytecode is created, we can see. Okay. So now let me show you how we can compile this code and how we can check that bytecode, which file will be converted after compiling the code. Okay. So now let me compile this code. So we have the add.py. Suppose I want to compile this add.py. So what I can do, I can type this py, and we have to mention that is -m we have to mention, and then we have to write that py underscore compile. What we have to mention? Py underscore compile. So by mentioning that py underscore compile, it will be compiled. Okay. So let me compile. No error is there. So whenever we are using this command, that is -m and py underscore compile, so it will compile first our program. Now it is not executing. Okay. So after compilation, it will create a directory. So let me show you what directory it is creating. Okay, inside a folder. So let me go to the Python P folder, and then it will create a directory that is underscore PyCache underscore. This underscore PyCache, then underscore this directory will be created. Inside this directory, whatever our code is compiled, that will be resided inside the directory. That code will be created, means that bytecode will be created inside the underscore PyCache underscore directory. Then we have the, after compilation, we have the file is created, one of the file is created, that is add.cpython -3038 then .pyc. Okay, what is mean by pyc? pyc means compiled Python code, means it is nothing but your bytecode. ये आपका क्या है? ये आपका bytecode है. So what we can do, we can direct copy paste here. Otherwise what we can do, otherwise we have another option. Okay, so let me now this is only for the compilation. Okay, but we haven't get any output. हमें output मिला है, यहाँ पर हमें कुछ भी output नहीं मिला है. तो मुझे करना क्या है कि अभी मुझे इसको कंपाइल किया है मैंने, अभी मैं इसको एग्जीक्यूट करता हूं. राइट. So what we have to do, first let me show you how many directories are there. Okay, so first we have to enter into cd. What we have to type? Underscore PyCache. So underscore PyCache underscore command. So after entering, I have entered into this directory. Okay, now let me show how all the directories. So by dir command we can see all the files available. So these 4 files was present there. Then हमारे पास में हमें किसको कंपाइल करना, किसको एग्जीक्यूट करना था? इस ऐड फाइल को. तो मैं क्या करता हूँ, सिंपल इसको मैं अभी इससे कॉपी कर लेता हूँ. ओके, मैं इसे सिंपल क्या कर रहा हूँ, इससे कॉपी कर लेता हूँ. और जैसे मैंने इसको कॉपी किया, सो वी कैन नाउ रन इट. ओके, सो व्हाट वी हैव टू डू, वी हैव टू टाइप दैट इज पाइथन. वी विल टाइप हियर एंड देन add.cpython, जो भी मेरा compiled code था, like this is the bytecode. Okay, and now it will show the output is sum equal to 50. You can check after compilation, you can execute it. Okay, so this is the file, this is the .pyc file, which is portable file, means you can do the copy paste of this file into another system. Okay, and that will be run on the another system, but you no need to maintain this file. Okay, directly you can execute code directly, like as we have discussed. तो हमने जैसे execute किया था, like cd dot मैंने किया है, और मैं डायरेक्ट फाइल को एग्जीक्यूट करता हूँ. लाइक मैं लिखता हूँ py, और py you can mention or python, then add.py, so you can directly interpret it, you can directly run it. Okay, so this is one of the way of to execute the Python. So after installation of the Python, so like just search here, that is Python. ओके, तो पाइथन सर्च करने के बाद में आपको एक आईडीएलई इन्वायरमेंट मिलेगा. ये लिखा है आप यहाँ पे आपको दिख रहा होगा आईडीएलई इन्वायरमेंट. सो ये आईडीएलई इन्वायरमेंट क्या होता है कि जिस तरीके से मैंने यहाँ पे एक बेसिक कमांड्स फायर किए थे, लाइक बाय मेंशनिंग द py और पाइथन, सो सिमिलरली आईडीएलई इज द बेस्ट प्रैक्टिस फॉर द पाइथन. ओके, सो वी हैव आईडीएलई. सो आई एम ओपनिंग दिस आईडीएलई. Okay, so by opening ideally you can create a variable like a is equal to 10. I want to print a, so I can print a. I want to create a b equals to 20. So I want to print A, so A will be printed. So by using ideally, you can also fire the commands. Okay, so these are the ways how we can run the Python code. I hope you all are understood about the how we can download the Python software and how we can run the Python code. So there are multiple ways and multiple IDs are available for Python if you search. Okay, so this is the basics of Python that we have covered.